What's going on, everyone? Today is seeding day. It's the day I've been waiting for weeks. I'm finally putting down the bluegrass seed in my Bermuda lawn to turn it into a Bluemuda lawn. So stick around and see how this happens. How's it going? My name's Mike. This is Mike's Home and Garden. Welcome to another video. If you're interested in learning about lawn care, boosting your curb appeal, and doing other home improvement projects, start now by clicking subscribe and hitting the bell so you don't miss out. So as I mentioned in the intro, today's finally the day. I've been waiting a few weeks now from initially starting this project. I'm putting down the bluegrass seed in my lawn. A lot of steps that have gone into this, from treating for weeds, getting the grass scalp down, leveling out some low areas, getting irrigation set up. There's a number of steps that have gone into this project up until this point. In the last few weeks, I've put up some videos, which I'll link in the description, that show what's gone into this project so far. So today, I'm going to capture some footage of me seeding. So what I've done so far, just to recap, is I've scalped the lawn down as low as the mower would go. So I really got the Bermuda grass opened up. There were a few low areas in the yard that I went ahead and used some topsoil to level out as best as I could without doing a full topsoil dressing on the lawn. And I set up the irrigation system, which you can see. I'll link it up here at the top and put it down in the description on how to do a DIY above ground irrigation system. So everything is now in place. The weather is now cool. It's in the mid 60s, a little breezy, a little sunny. It's time to put the seed down. So watch, I'm going to go ahead and set up the seed. I'm going to do 3 pounds of bluegrass per 1,000 square feet. I have 2,500 square feet, so I need about 7 pounds of seed. I have a 10-pound bag, so that's going to give me a little extra in case there's some thin spots. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to set my spreader to a low setting and go one direction across the yard and then the other direction across the yard in a grid form to ensure there are no bare spots. So let's go get the seed set up and start making our passes on the lawn and get that seed down. All right, guys, so I got everything set up here to get ready to start weighing out the seed. So I got the mini spreader, the starter fertilizer, and the seed ready to go. I want to talk a little bit about the seed and the grass I decided to pick for my lawn before I get started. So I'm in North Carolina in the transition zone, so we have a lot of hot, humid summers, which can be a challenge for cool season grasses to really thrive in this environment. So I did some research while I was looking for a cultivar of bluegrass that would do well in this type of environment and came across a hybrid bluegrass called SPF30. The company that supplies it is called Outside Pride. It's out of Oregon. And the grass is advertised to be a Texas and Kentucky bluegrass hybrid, and it's supposed to be disease, heat, and drought tolerant. So the idea behind the marketing with it is it holds up very well to heat and humidity and disease, which are all things that we battle here in the transition zone in North Carolina. I'm not sure what the results are going to be, given that we have those challenges all here in North Carolina. But the fun of doing an experiment like this and doing some testing out in the lawn is to see what the results are. So next summer, it'll be great to see once this grass grows in, how it's going to hold up, 1, with the Bermuda, and 2, with our environment. So let's get it weighed out into the spreader and start putting the seed down. The next step, I'm going to go around to the spots that I leveled out with some topsoil and rake in the seed so it's not on the top of the surface. And then we're going to go ahead and put down the starter fertilizer. So now that we have the seed raked in the areas that were topsoil covered to ensure that there's good seed to soil contact, and having it under the soil also helps from birds getting to it, we're going to put down the starter fertilizer. So I have this bag of Scott starter fertilizer here. Starter fertilizer is a little different than regular fertilizer because that middle number is a lot higher than normal, the phosphate. So it's a 24-25-4 is the balance in this Scott's bag. So it's going to help germination and help promote root growth as the seeds get started. This bag covers 5,000 square feet, and I'm covering 2,500 square feet today. So I'm going to just weigh out half of the bag. It's a 15-pound bag, 7.5 pounds. And then same pattern I did with the seeds, I'm going to go around and spread the fertilizer down, and then we'll set up the sprinklers, and we'll be done. So we're all set. We got the seed down, we got the fertilizer down, the sprinklers are now going 10 minutes per time, 3 times a day until we get germination, and then we can start dialing in the water from there. All right, guys, that's it. Now is the hardest part of the project. We have to wait. It's going to take a little bit of time for the seeds to germinate, and so in that time, it's just about being consistent with the watering. So as I mentioned when I was setting the sprinklers up, 3 times a day for about 10 minutes should be good until germination happens. Once germination happens and the seedlings start taking root and getting some growth, we can adjust the watering frequency and duration. But for now, I just want to keep it short and frequent to ensure that the seed stays moist so it can germinate. So that's all I have for today. I'm going to sit back, relax, and watch this grass grow. We'll see you in the next video.